everybody, welcome to Dominique Does It All. Today I'm going to be getting into the Bachelorette episode 9 recap. So let's get into it. This episode, Rachel Lindsay takes the guys back to meet her family. The first guy that gets to meet her family is my guy, Peter. Yay! So the first part of the date, they go baby shopping for Rachel's sister. Kind of boring, blah, blah, blah. During the date, they switch back to Brian and Eric back at the hotel, and they're like, yeah, Peter doesn't even want to marry her. And I'm just like, wait, did Peter tell these guys that he didn't even want to put a ring on it? Like, Peter, why are you telling these guys your business? Like, they're not your friends, they're your enemies. Like, I don't understand. Why are you telling them this? Like, hello, are you not that bright? Like, anyways, once Peter and Rachel pull up to the house, Peter's like, I have to tell you something before we go inside. And he lets her know that he is falling in love with her. And I'm like, finally, get it off your chest. Say what you mean, say, you know? Finally. Anyways, they're at her house and I'm like, dang, her house is nice. I like her front doors. Beautiful. And then you meet her family and I was like, dang, her sister likes vanilla too, all right. And her uncle looks like Samuel L. Jackson. Did anyone peep that? I was like, dang, Samuel. And he also reminds me of a cartoon character. I can't put my name on it, but he reminds me of a cartoon character. If I can remember it, I'll pop it in somewhere. But if I can't, you guys comment below and let me know. Gosh, I swear he looks like a cartoon character. I really love her sister. Her sister seems like she's down to earth. Peter says that he can see himself being a part of her family, and I'm just like, how? How can you see yourself being a part of her family, Peter, when you're saying you won't propose? Like, how is that going to happen? You only want to be her boyfriend. Like, how are you going to ever be a part of her family? Like, 1 + 1, yeah, no. Oh, yeah, and did you catch that when her cousin was like, oh, yeah, what's your name? Oh, yeah, Winner. Yeah. I like that. I like her cousin. Next up, it was Eric's turn. She took him to like go view the city and they went to some like building and they had some fruit in front of them. And did you guys see when Eric ate the fruit? You guys told me that they did not eat and Eric popped a grape in his mouth. Ha 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 ha. And I was like, ha 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 ha, they are eating on a date. Yes. Anyways, small victory. The whole time when he was saying like he was nervous to go meet her family, I just had that theme music. I forget who sings it, but it was like that music was like, let me tell you about my best friend, because I just see him as best friend material, and it was kind of like she was just going to take him home to meet her best friend. I don't see husband material. I keep on saying that, so I was just like, non-factor. And then when she actually took him home, it was kind of awkward at first. Like, he was like, I've never been with a girl, blah, blah, blah. And if, in, and it was very awkward. Like, just, I don't know. It's just because maybe I just see him as a non-factor and it was just annoying to watch. I don't know. Personally for me, I don't know how it was for you guys. I was just like, Constance was asking all the right questions. So was her mom. Towards the end, I mean, they kind of grew to like him at first. They were kind of like, no. But then he kind of gave right answers, so whatever. I still don't like him. Still a non-factor to me. Moving on. Next up, Rachel went and picked up Brian to go meet her friends and co-workers. What the frickin' frack? Has she lost her goddamn mind? Excuse me, but like, what? She went and introduced Brian to her freaking friends and co-workers? Like, who does that? Like, I'm gonna introduce you to my friends and co-worker? Like, what? Rachel girlfriend, no. And then Brian told Rachel that he was in love with her for the first time in front of her friends. And I was just like, Really? Like, that's how you're gonna tell her in front of her friend? It just wasn't romantic. It felt like BS. It felt fake. It was just, I don't know. You guys, it sounded fake and I called bullshit, okay? Bullshit on the whole thing. It is what it is. He sounds rehearsed. He sounds like a well-oiled machine, and frankly, if he didn't have a good job, I'd be like, maybe he should go out for acting, because bravo. Round of applause. The Emmy goes to Brian of Miami. Take your bow, sir. Oh, and we haven't even gotten to, you know, the best part, because he hasn't even gotten to the house. So his best performance hasn't even, you know, happened yet. We're getting there. He also said his wife would come before his mom, but just last week he said his mom would have to come before his wife, and his wife would have to be okay with that, or else that would be a problem. And I'm just like, as his soon-to-be future, possibly mom, asked him a question about this, and he's just like, oh, no, my wife would definitely come before my mom. And I'm just like, dude, does anybody remember that he just said this? I'm just like, he's just spewing a whole bunch of bullshit. Like, legit. And I know that her family clearly hasn't seen the tapes, because this was previously, like, the week before. They clearly know that he's spewing BS. And they're looking at each other like, yeah. Oh, okay. It's crazy. And then Constance and, I don't know, I think her name was Deidre. I may be wrong, but Constance and Rachel's cousins are like giving off these facial expressions back and forth between each other at the table, while Brian is just like going on with like this BS, like, it's like pure humor at this dinner table. Pure humor. All the while, Rachel is getting pissed off because she can tell her family is going in and clearly does not like Brian. Brian is in the hot seat, and she knows her family doesn't like Brian, and she is getting pissed. And then her uncle says something like, well, what qualities make you like Rachel? And Brian gets flustered and he's like, can I be excused to go to the restroom? And everyone's like, yeah, okay. Brian clearly had to excuse himself so he can get his lie together, because he was clearly flustered. He was like, I gotta go to the bathroom because I don't know what to say. I gotta come up with something. Excuse me. And as soon as he gets up, Rachel goes in. She is pissed. She's like, why are you attacking him? Mom, why are you guys doing this? She is so freaking pissed. She is pissed. And then out of nowhere, the person I did not expect to like say anything, her brother-in-law, out of everyone sitting there, it's like, why are you speaking to your mother like that? You clearly are delusional, blah, 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 blah. You know, you have too much emotion. You know, you need to step back. And I'm like, ooh, he's going in. It is crazy. Like, clearly she's delusional. Rachel is tripping balls. And her family is like weeding through Brian's bullshit. Clearly, Rachel's family is recognizing Brian for the smooth player, smooth criminal, for what he is, and she can't get out of like this haze, this potion number 9 for what he's like sprinkled on her. And she hasn't. She's like, I really like him, blah, 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 you know. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this delusional. When Brian comes back, he's in like a one-on-one with Constance, which is Rachel's sister. And she's like, you know, we don't really mean to go in on you. It's just that we don't know you and you guys met so soon and you're saying you love her and you thought of her as your girlfriend within the first week, and that's kind of hard, you know, to hear because you just met her so soon. And he's like, well, you know, I have all these strong feelings and I really love you guys too. And she's like, hold up. You just met us like 5 seconds ago. How can you love us? See, that's what I mean. And I'm just like, yes, go in, sis, go in. Like, how? How? He's crazy. He's delusional. Like, how can you love someone and you just met them? Like, sir, you met them 5 minutes ago. He's go-go. Oh, and then Brian's like, in my heart, I think she loves me too. You think she loves you? So you're telling me that she's never told you that she loves you, but you think she loves you? Like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. Is it not? Because it is. If I was Rachel's mom, I would have told Brian, you know what? Her dad's not even here right now. I can't faithfully give you my blessings for her hand in marriage, but you're a sweet person. Just keeping it real, because he's clearly cuckoo. He's crazy. Something's not right with him. Like, I get liar vibes. Okay, so after the date, they're outside her house, and she's like, Rachel's like, Brian, my family loves you. You know, it went really well. And I'm sitting in front of my TV like, she was at that date. I just watched that date. Like, why is she lying to him? Is she delusional? They did not like Brian. Brian knows her family did not like them. I know, all of America knows, ABC knows, her family knows. Like, why is she likes him that much that she is lying to him? Like, what? This is just so crazy. Like, I can't. Like, if she ends up with him, she deserves him. The craziness, his crazy mama, crazy family, like, she's lying to him, you guys. She is so delusional. She is delusional. Like, did she get some? Is she, like, sprung or something? Because that did not go well. I'm just saying. Because it didn't. I mean, maybe, did it? Did I miss a part? She said everyone liked him. You know who could have, you know what? You know who it was? Maybe it was the 3-year-old, her 3-year-old nephew. That's who it was. That's who could have liked him. That's who it was. The 3-year-old nephew. He totally liked him. Brian, it's my bad, man. They could have edited that part out. You interacting with the baby. He could have been like, he's the one, and that's who the positive interaction, you know. Okay, got it. I missed it. All right, moving on. If you guys like this video, please thumbs up and subscribe. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.